Congressman Joaquin Castro of Texas joins me now. Congressman, thanks for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me.
So let's pick up right there. Even Nancy Pelosi is saying the math just isn't there. You don't have 218 votes. Is this really more about the politics of it and trying to garner momentum in this midterm election year?
Well, you know, Democrats here are listening to the American people, and we also promised that we would use every single tool at our disposal to get immigration reform accomplished in the Congress, and that's what the discharge petition is. And, you know, Leader Pelosi is right. It is tough. I think the last one that was successful was probably about 10 years ago. But like I said, we're going to do every single thing that we can inside the congressional chamber and outside to push immigration reform.
And when you look at the politics, though, there just doesn't seem to be a real appetite. When you look at constituents, particularly in some of these red states, they're not pushing for immigration reform. So you have a lot of Republicans who say it doesn't make sense for them politically. Is there any hope that it could get done this year, or really is your best chance 2015?
I think that we have probably until the end of July, realistically, to get something done. If you look at the calendar, the congressional calendar after July 31st, we're only in session 26 days the rest of the year.
So just to be clear, you think you can get something done on immigration reform July? What specifically, you think you can get something through the House by July?
Well, I guess let me put it this way. If something's going to get done, it's going to happen, I think, by the end of July. Now, the prospects for getting it done are tough because you have gerrymandered congressional districts and Republicans that are listening mostly to the Tea Party and really nobody else, even though about 2/3 of Americans support comprehensive reform. But if we're going to do something, I think it's got to happen by the end of July, or I think you're right, then you're moving on to the next term for 2015 and 2016.
And let me get your take on something that President Obama recently announced. He's asked the Department of Justice to review the deportation policy to see if there is a way that it can be handled more humanely. Has the White House given you any sense of their timeline for this, and have they given you any assurances that this could lead to fewer deportations?
It was a great signal that the president asked the Homeland Security Director to meet with the Congressional Hispanic Caucus, the fact that they're going to take a serious review of their deportation practices. So there was no specific timeline that was given, but I do think that it's a great sign.
And quickly to health care, the Obama administration announced what some are calling another delay for the March 31st deadline. House Speaker John Boehner called it a joke. Is the White House undermining its own efforts here on health care, and could that hurt Democrats in 2014?
Not at all. You know, with any big bill, whether it's about health care or banking or mortgages, whatever it's about, you're going to have to go back and tweak that bill. And because the Congress is unwilling or unable to do that, the president is taking executive action to improve the law, and that's exactly what Americans want. I would also point out that President Bush also extended deadlines on health care. One of them was for 6 months. So this is by no means unprecedented.
All right, Congressman Castro, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.